Millions hit the streets over the weekend to take part in No Kings rallies, nationwide protests against President Trump's actions on Iran, immigration, and more.
Yes, as we all took to the streets to remind Trump that he is not a king, we have a brand new piece of protest art in Washington, D.C. today that is a throne fit for our wannabe king, although it might not be the kind of throne that you're picturing, or maybe it is, since our country is kind of in the shitter right now. So, hit subscribe to Really American Media right here on YouTube, and please go find us on Substack as well. All right, so one of my favorite protest art groups is back at it. They're called The Secret Handshake, and they have brought us such classic hits as the Trump-Epstein friendship statue, and of course, the recent Trump-Epstein Titanic scene. But today, they're taking Trump, who is, of course, full of shit, and flushing him right down the toilet with a throne custom made for him.
I'm going to give you a look at the newest installation of things that we're doing in DC to troll Donald Trump. Today we have his golden throne, which is apparently supposed to represent his redesign of the Lincoln bathroom at the White House, because that's what the priorities are right now. With everything going on in the world, let's make sure that he has a good bathroom to take a shit on. So here it is, at the Lincoln Memorial. It went up about 5 minutes ago. I literally watched them pull it off the truck and put it here, so it is fresh. I just talked to the people that are around here. It'll be here for a couple days. They got a permit for it and everything, so we will see how long this one lasts.
Yeah, indeed. We'll see if Trump freaks out and tries to have this one removed like he did when the friendship statue first showed up and his goons destroyed it in the middle of the night. But for now, this glorious new golden throne is there for all to see and to make jokes about, shitting all over Trump. It even has this plaque that reads, quote, "In a time of unprecedented division, escalating conflict, and economic turmoil, President Trump focused on what truly mattered, remodeling the Lincoln bathroom in the White House. This, his crowning achievement, is a bold reminder that the president isn't just a businessman, he's taking care of business. It stands as a tribute to an unwavering visionary who looked down, saw a problem, and painted it gold."
Trolling Trump Part 2. Today I'm downtown the Lincoln Memorial where someone just erected a golden toilet fit for a king. To me it symbolizes how the country is going to shits. Let's dig into it.
Yeah, kudos yet again to the Secret Handshake for some protest art that isn't number two, it's number one in my book. And we will circle back to that Lincoln bathroom waste of money, renovation, in a moment. But on the topic of wasting money for idiots with golden toilets, just wait until you see how we threw some military money down the toilet at Kid Rock's White House that, yes, has a golden toilet. Wait, what's that? You didn't know the Kid Rock had a White House replica? Because what normal person would do that? Yeah, it's a great question.
He's put a great deal of thought and energy into all the details, very much including the bathrooms.
This is one of my better ideas. It's not done yet.
This is... Okay, can I just...
You know how hard it is to find gold toilets?
No, gold toilet's easy. Gold urinal? That's impressive. Every man in America is like, oh, I wish I had a urinal in my house.
So yeah, Kid Rock has his own Southern White House, and this weekend, someone in our military authorized this complete waste of time and money. Yeah, a military helicopter did a flyby of Kid Rock's White House replica, and in a normal world, somebody would get court-martialed for that. But in Trump's America, it's just another day that ends in Y. As in, why are we living like this? Why did we vote that man into power? And why isn't this national nightmare over yet? Why indeed? And getting back to the money wasted on the White House Lincoln bathroom renovation that inspired this new beautiful protest art, Here's a rundown of your tax dollars going down the drain.
A marble-on-marble bathroom with a luxurious soaking tub, stand-up shower, and gold fixtures. Nice, right? Could be a boutique hotel. It is the newly renovated Lincoln bathroom in the White House. President Trump shared pictures of the remodel on his social media platform and said the previous Art Deco style just wasn't a fit, adding, quote, "I did it in black and white polished statuary marble. This was very appropriate for the time of Abraham Lincoln and, in fact, could be the marble that was originally there," end quote. Okay, so here's a picture of the former bathroom, and here's a shot of the now remodeled space. You probably already know the East Wing has been demolished for another renovation. The plans for a massive ballroom to tower over the White House has shocked historic preservationists. The administration has said that it will submit construction plans at the appropriate time. President Trump is not the first president to make changes to the White House building. It's just been years since any president has. President Truman, for instance, added the balcony in 1948.
Yeah, and continuing the theme of throwing money down the shitter, Trump couldn't help but bring up that stupid ballroom debacle on Air Force One this weekend.
For 150 years, they've wanted to build a ballroom at the White House. And other presidents have wanted it. When we have dignitaries coming like President Xi of China or anybody else, we have very small rooms. They're not big enough to handle the kind of capacity that you need. And this is the same height as the White House. It's an incredible fitting. You see what that is, right? Nice.
Yeah, I mean, as if there's nothing more important going on right now in this dumpster fire that Trump started. But now he just had to ramble on and on about his big, beautiful ballroom. And that clip right there went on for much longer, but I spared you the suffering. You're welcome. But the online comments, they spared Trump absolutely nothing. With comments like, quote, "We sure this will bring down gas prices?" And that's from Gavin Newsom's office, BT dubs. Others chimed in with things like, quote, "The world is on fire. We're at war. More than a dozen Americans are dead. The economy is tanking. But let's talk about a freaking ballroom. This man is out of touch with reality." Or gas skyrocketing, bombs dropping, our standing in the world in tatters, taxpayer dollars up in flames. Meanwhile, this oligarch dictator wannabe brags about his new ballroom and the Corinthian columns. How is every American not sickened by this? Great question. Or this one, quote, "This man is making the White House look like something Liberace designed. It's always been a place of understated elegance because we aren't a nation that needs a palace. He's never understood that, which is why there are no King's rallies." This isn't the only recent example of Trump not reading the room and being completely out of touch or out of his mind.
Here's just another example of somebody talking about a serious issue where if you gave a shit about human lives, you would be engaged in the conversation.
I'm guessing
we have not been able to see or hear from any of the Iranian people. And I imagine that is because their internet is shut down. And I think there is some general worry about them. Obviously, their government treats them terribly and killed tens of thousands of them in January. Do you, again, like Kayleigh, I would never ask you to tell us something that is classified, but do you have any insight as to how they are doing? Do they have drinking water? Do they have food?
Right, I do.
It's upsetting.
I do. But first, you remember when we had lunch years ago in the base of Trump Tower when it was a brand new building?
It's a long time ago, yes.
A long time ago, and you haven't changed.
Oh.
You have not changed. Now, I'm not allowed to say this. It's the end of my political career, but you may be even better looking, okay? So I don't know what you're doing. But I will not say that.
Has a lot
I will
to do
not
with
say
that.
that because that will end my political career. You know, you're not allowed to say a woman's beautiful anymore. You know?
Oh, God, dude. I mean, she's literally talking about, like, food and water and survival of people, and he's just like, "You are so hot.
You're so pretty. I like that. I'm not supposed to be saying this because it's bad to say this." Like, he knows on some level, and he can't even help from saying that part of the, the quiet part out loud. Like, what a fucking greasy, pervy old man that, yes, the president being interviewed on a quote unquote news network talking about serious stuff. Yeah. I don't know what that question was, but hey, you remember that time? You're
Yes.
pretty then. You're even hotter now. Like,
Yeah.
Fucking creep. Fucking creep.
So creepy, dude. And you know what? Tracy just said he's such an embarrassing fool. That's the thing, dude, is you know what? Here in our country, we know what kind of moron we're dealing with, but people see this around the world and they're just like, what the fuck? He talks to people like that?
Yeah. No, I mean, we've covered it a million different ways. We're the laughing stock of the world. We're going to fix that one of these days, but it's not this day and it's not tomorrow.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And again, this is Trump's America, where lives and money are wasted on a daily basis because our wannabe king is a giant turd. And that's why this new golden throne is so appropriate for the man that is flushing our greatness right down the drain. So please, like this video, share it worldwide, comment below, and get vocal. From the Vocal Minority with Nick and Steve podcast, please go find the VM on your favorite preferred podcast platform and hit subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I'm Steve Harness for Really American Media.